Surprise. It's now 7:11 and my staying up all night has done perfectly. I'm still perfectly awake, but getting a bit of fatigue. But 10 hours will fix that 'cause that's when I'm planning to go to sleep. Planning to get quite a bit of sleep so I can make up for this. But yeah, so anyways, where I left off last time, I was talking about, Kenya and stuff. And Eldoret is a wonderful place. Like just wonderful. We have wonderful people at the IU house. Got taught Swahili by their amazing Swahili teacher, and I ran with a Kenyan there. I also, the IU house, which is by IU, and it's for med students primarily who are studying at Moi University, which is a medical school, one of the only two. And I got to meet with Joe Manlin, head of the Global Interfaith Project, who's been nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. And I don't know how those do if they're judging, but if they judge for the Nobel Peace Prize, but he better win, and I don't really care what he's going for the humanitarian award or the medicine award, because he does both. Because when he first got there, AIDS was really spreading, so he managed to bring in Eldoret area. There's probably like not even a single person who has severe AIDS anymore. Like I'm serious, down to undetectable levels, which means the virus is still there, but it's not going to do anything, and it's very hard to pass. In fact, practically unpassable. So he's reduced AIDS by a massive amount by working there. He started Global Interfaith, like I said, and I'm talking massive amount like 99.999%. Like seriously, I'm not joking. There's no one over there with AIDS now. There's probably some people who are being treated because it's not just in Eldoret and Chulaimbo where our students are from. They're doing the same thing there with the Chulaimbo Health Center. They have a website, you can check it out, but he takes care of practically 15,000 people there and make them AIDS free. And when they first came here, people were reluctant to help because they were like, "Oh, there's no AIDS here. We don't have a problem with that." And they were going to funerals every week. So it was like, "Yeah, you do." So another part is keeping them on the medicine, and this is where M-Pesa comes in because they have to. How can we give them the right medicine and the right food, and then they have to eat that stuff because you need to eat the food with the medicine, and how could they do that when they're watching their own kids starve? So what we do is or what they do, what all of us do, is we write them a prescription to take to a local farmer, and then the farmer gives them the food, and that's written on the prescription, and then we pay the farmer through M-Pesa. Isn't that great? And so with this, we can effectively increase independence, which the ultimate goal is to being able for us to go away, to cut the cord, and them still being able to keep up this project. And so far, that's how it's looking. They are really taking it and running with it, which is exactly what we expected them to do. A lot of intelligent people over there, doctors who are just as skilled, or if not better skilled, as one is over here. They just don't have the right equipment. Except in the Chilambo Health Center, they just got a new X-ray machine. Do you know how much an X-ray costs over there? Over here, it's like $200 to get your foot X-rayed. Over there, do you know how much it is? It's like 200 Kenyan shillings. Do you know how much that is? That's like $2.50. And the exchange rate isn't even in our favor. It's actually not. It's 85 Kenyan shillings to the dollar, and Kenyan shillings are like cents. Everything's dirt cheap over there because their economy's so well, are so good. But yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. 200 Kenyan shillings for an x-ray. That's like, I don't know, you could x-ray your whole body for possibly under like $10. But, yeah, with the right equipment, we're getting everything down. And, over there is so great, but there's stuff you need to know, like, everyone there speaks like 3 languages. At least 2. Tribal language, like Luo, which is in Chulembo. There's Luo people over there, and that's what they are. Like, yeah, or Kalenjin, like I said before, Kikyu, or, and then everyone, or almost everyone, knows Swahili. That's for their country. So, tribal for their community, Swahili for their country, and then English. A lot of people know English over there. Like, 85% can have a conversation with you, and you wouldn't ever have to have them repeat any words. Very fluent. So, 3 languages. Practically everyone knows them. Come on, I'm having trouble memorizing like one. And everyone over there knows the phrase "How are you?" I'm serious. Even little like kindergartners who drive by the schools. How are you? How are you? How are you? Some of them are very good at pronunciation too, because remember when you always have an accent when you're trying to teach, trying to learn a new language. So it's really nice seeing them do that. They performed in Chilembo. The students performed plays for us from different primary and secondary schools. Primary schools are like elementary and middle schools, and secondary schools are high schools. And secondary school is not paid for by the government, but primary is. So that's what we're doing. We're sending them to secondary school, which also gives them the lunch program and also gives them an education. And it's really helpful. Really helpful. And the first Umoja scholar, as we call them, who graduated, his name was Barack. Or actually, that's what we call that name. You know, Barack Obama. His father's Luo. His grandmother lives in Kasumu, or the area, Maseno district. And so yeah, it's actually Barack. Barack. That's what they call him. So Barack Obama. That's what I'm calling our president. I don't have a problem with him, but I'm not getting into it out. He is actually a big role model for some of the students over there. He really inspires them to really give it their all, because and they're really politically involved. I ask them about politics, and suddenly it's like, oh, blah, 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 blah. They start going off, and I can't stop them, and it's great because I love learning about that stuff. And it's a lot like ours. They have 2 political parties at the moment, but that's only because of political unrest. And I'm not gonna. You can Wikipedia that political unrest in Kenya 2007. But be prepared. Be mentally prepared because there will be some. Kenyans. The man who explained the story about the political unrest, he said Kenyans are usually shy. You know, they're shy people. But when it comes to politics, they're not so shy. Lots of deaths were involved in political unrest in 2007, but I'm not gonna go into that. Anyways, Kenya's a great place. All you need to know is don't even try to go into any matatus. Matatu, it originates from the Swahili word tatu, which means 3, and there are little mobiles there that have 3 wheels, but those aren't matatus, those are putt-putts, and they see 2 people. Matatus are vans, Toyota vans, 4-wheel drive, and they have their passenger seats have 3 sets of 3 seats, so 9 passenger seats total. But you will see matatus commonly with like 24 people, legs and arms sticking out. We once saw this one, the guy only had his legs sticking, he was really up there. It was really awkward, you know, because we were in sort of a matatu, except it made it so there was a lot more spacious, you know, two, and three, like a normal van. And we looked over, and this guy's like all the way out of his matatu looking at us, and it's just like, what? Get back in there, but he couldn't because there was like 30 people, and you know the driver of the matatu was smoking a joint. You don't see that in America. But and pot's even illegal over there, I think. Risque. And in the middle of Nairobi, there was these giant storks, like huge, and they just were flying everywhere. I was like, ah, look at storks, and it was pretty freaky. But so it was really fun over there. I mean, I would recommend it to anybody. Just the bad part was security checks. That's it. We had no problems dealing with the people over there. They're very nice, very friendly, and also, if you're over there, go to a Java House. It's a chain restaurant. They have the best milkshakes on earth. Better than Steak and Shake. Better than any other place you've ever been to. And then if you're ever in Eldoret, go to The Oasis. It's the restaurant. Get the hot dogs. They're amazing. Or get a samosa, which is like meat packaged in a crust and fried, or not a crust of bread. Anyways, and they have milkshakes too that are really good. It's all awesome. I recommend Kenya for anybody, and don't just do the safari. Try to go to the other places like Eldoret and Kisumu. That's on Lake Victoria, so that'll be fun. Bye.